Hey, Abby Lee Miller with Famous Birthdays. I'm here at the ALDC LA with
Areana Lopez.
I haven't seen this little one in so long. I'm so happy to see her. All right, let's get started. We're gonna do a Q&A. Yes?
Okay.
I'm asking the questions.
I'm scared.
If you could have any dancer show up and surprise you at your 15th birthday party, who would you choose?
I wouldn't just choose one dancer, I would choose two because they're twins, and the Les twins, they're like really amazing hip hop dancers that are very entertaining for a
Yeah,
birthday
I know
party.
them. They won World of Dance, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, yes. All right, now, how does your brother inspire you to dance?
Not only does he inspire me to dance, but he also pushes me to dance because he is not able to walk or talk or move or anything. So I feel like we take that for granted. So he just proves to everyone that because you're able to dance, you should never take that for granted. And that's what makes me dance every day.
Well, I know your brother.
Yes.
I've had the pleasure and the honor of meeting him. However, I never realized, I knew what your mom went through and what you guys went through in your house because I saw the layout.
Yeah.
But being in a wheelchair now, it's just insane. I've been looking for an apartment for 2 months and I can't find a bathroom that I can actually turn around in. And just the care, the sidewalks, people that drive right through the crosswalk and can hit you. There's been so many times that I've come close to being hit by a car. People just don't see you. So
It's crazy.
yeah, it sucks. It's tough.
I feel like everyone takes walking for granted.
They do. Are you still keeping in touch with any of the girls from the ALDC Mini Elite Competition team?
Unfortunately, no, I am not. I see Eliana here and there at dance competitions. I saw Alexis at Dancerpalooza.
Okay.
But that's it.
And you can't keep in touch on social media? Like,
we do sometimes. I know Alexis just posted something on her story of like us when we were like really little, and I reposted it. But
all right.
she messages me here and there, but we don't really keep in touch.
Well, it's hard when you live so far away. I mean, she lives in another state.
Yes.
So
all of us live so far apart.
And you're not doing the whole auditioning constantly thing.
No, I'm more focusing on just dance competitions right now because this is my last year as a teen at competitions.
Oh, okay.
But at conventions, next year I still compete as a teen, but that's it.
All right, so you gotta like live it up right now. You gotta do it and do it 100%.
I'm focusing on dance and my business.
All right. Out of every performance you've ever done, which one are you the most proud of?
That's hard. I've done a lot of dances, especially on the Abby Lee team. So, especially because we did one every single week.
Right.
But I do have to say that the most difficult dance that I did was my last year solo with a chair and a hat. And you have to make sure that you incorporate both of them and actually use them wisely so you don't just look awkward using a hat or a chair. So I feel like my last year's jazz solo dance was my most difficult. And
what was the name of that music?
I Got It.
Okay. What do you remember about your first ever dance recital? I don't really use the word recital. I use the word dance concert.
Dance concert?
Because recital just gives people like a bad taste in their mouth. Like, oh, they're gonna sit there for hours and watch all these little kids that aren't theirs. They don't care.
Yeah.
But what was your, best memory?
I think it would have to be, oh my goodness. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, I did a dance with my little sister and we were both, what were we? We were like cats, I think. I don't remember. I was very young. So it was.
Like how old?
I think 4.
Okay.
It was 4. And it was just so cute. I love it.
Well, you need to go back and look at those pictures.
Yes, I do.
What was the biggest lesson you learned while training at the ALDC?
Oh my goodness, that's hard because I learned so much from just filming the show and
crazy.
dancing.
The mothers are crazy.
Yes. But, okay, one of the more little lessons that I learned is to never, ever stand with your hands crossed in the front. Never do that.
Never do that.
Never do that.
Never do that. Pallbearers
Especially not
at a
pyramid.
funeral do that, and the Queen. That's
Yes.
it. Nobody else should do that. Who is one dancer you would like to work with?
I feel like I would want to dance with the Sean Liu.
Oh, okay. Good choice.
Yes.
Good choice there.
He's always been amazing.
What was the most challenging part of being on Dance Moms, like of doing the show?
I feel like the most challenging part was having to be able to learn a dance in under 2 days. Sometimes even we would finish it the day of the competition. But you just have to be quick and witted and know what you're doing so Abby doesn't yell at you and you want to win first place.
Yes, but it's the picking up the choreography, yes.
And I feel like that's one thing that I struggled with when I first came to the show and after I left.
Well, I think all those like good little kids, like you were one of those good little kids out there that was known on the competition circuit. You had a solo and you had a private lesson 30 minutes every week to work on that solo, to perfect it, to make changes, to keep getting better and better. And we don't have that luxury on the show. We do a number every single week. And if you get a solo, you have to do the group and the solo. And it's crazy. And the mothers are in the room and the producers and the cameras and they're fighting. And people have no idea how difficult it is
very difficult
for Gianna and I to get those dances out on that stage week after week.
And you have to be on point.
Over 500 numbers. All right, what are your personal favorite items from Candy Couture Dancewear?
Oh my goodness, okay, my first favorite item would be the Diva Leo. It kind of has like 3 slits across, but it just shapes my body right, and I think that you have to find what fits your body because all of our body types are different and beautiful, but we have to find what fits us the best. So my favorite Leo from Candy Couture would be the Diva Leo.
And you're petite.
Yes.
So sometimes you probably have trouble finding clothes. Like everyone wants to be tiny and little and thin, but that's also hard. Some people that look great in a leotard really don't wear clothes well. You know, I had trouble dressing my girls when we used to do all the like pageant circuit and you had to wear an interview suit. So you see these girls and they have these incredible ballet bodies and they're so toned and they're décolleté and their posture is wonderful, but then you put them in a suit and it's like a business suit, it just hangs on them, it drapes on them. Nothing is tight and fitted enough, especially when they're 12 and 13 years old. It's hard to find that stuff anyway.
Yes, it is.
All right.
I'm scared.
How do you think my teaching style helps you become a better dancer?
Okay. I think that your teaching style is very different from any other teacher that I've had. I've worked with a lot of choreographers over my 14 years.
Okay.
You're an amazing teacher, and when I was being taught from you when I was younger, how old was I? I was like 10 or 11. For me then, it was a little tough for me because I feel like with all the screaming and everything, it kind of messes with your head a little bit, but overall, you're an amazing teacher, and
How do you
I feel
think
like because you're hard on me, that's what makes me better, because I feel like if you didn't push your kids to be better, then they would just stay the same and they would be an average dancer.
Right, I think too, doing the show, I'm yelling out things, but I'm yelling over music. I'm yelling over people talking, and I'm trying to get you to do what I want you to do. And a lot of teachers, they're gonna milk it out over the course of a whole year. We don't have that time, and I can't do that. And I have to yell because if I'm sweet and nice, like I am outside the dance studio, I'm not gonna get the dancers. I'm not gonna get the first place wins.
I don't think everyone understands that, because a lot of people think that you're like a really mean, strict teacher, which you are, but that's because you need to be, or else we wouldn't be where we are today.
Right, and I'm also working with kids that are really good. So I expect more. If I was teaching a beginner class, if I had to go in and sub for one of my other instructors and I had to teach beginners or kids that came once a week for fun, I'm not going to be tough on them. I'm not going to yell at them. I want them to love to dance and to enjoy the art of dance. But for you guys, A, you're on a TV show. B, you're advanced dancers. You came in advanced. It's my job to make you better, to fix the corrections, to fix all your mistakes.
Yes.
All right, here we go. We're getting to the end here.
Oh my goodness.
What style of dance is most challenging for you?
Tap. 100% tap. I never started off tapping when I was younger. I started off with ballet and jazz.
That's why all the baby classes should take tap for rhythm and timing, ballet for their body alignment and their turnout and their posture, and gymnastic tumbling for strength and flexibility. That's what you start out at 2.5, 3 years old. Tap, ballet, tumbling. The jazz can come the next year.
I know. I don't know why my mom, I think I took a couple tap classes, but as I got older, especially because I went to a different studio, we moved from Washington to California.
Okay.
When I came to a different studio when I was 6, their biggest goal wasn't for me to be good at tap. They wanted me to be good in other areas such as ballet, contemporary, jazz, lyrical.
I know there's so much, but nowadays, I just think that tap helps you with your musicality. Anybody that's a good tapper has great timing in the group dances, in the solo, in their lyrical, in their contemporary. And I also think that, you know, nowadays as a dancer, if you want to pursue this as a career, which I'm sure you do, you know, you have to do aerial silks. You have to do hip hop. You have to play an instrument. I mean, there's so many things. It's just, you have to do it all.
Yes, I should have known that when I was 2. Okay.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, how old would I be?
19, 20?
19, yes, 19. I see myself owning a business, which I'm working on right now, a swimwear line, and also a clothing line for not only tweens, but teens as well, and younger girls, because as you were saying before, in my size range, you can't find things that are more professional or like a pantsuit that you would want to wear for like an interview. I can only find like a Barbie shirt in my size maybe. That's why sometimes I have to size up and then have
it altered. Yeah.
So that's where I see myself in 5 years.
Okay.
Owning 2 businesses.
Boom. We got that, yes. Areana Lopez in LA at the ALDC, and come see us, right?
Yes, I will be here today.